Hello everyone. Now we start our new chapter number 11 in NCERT, three-dimensional geometry. Three-dimensional geometry. In first year also, we discussed the introduction to three-dimensional geometry. The basics we'll discuss in first year. The extension of introduction to 3D geometry chapter, three-dimensional geometry. This is one of the important topic in second year, and this chapter carries 11 marks. 1 mark question 1, 2 marks question 1, 3 marks question 1, and 1 5 marks question also there. Total it will become 11 marks weightage of this chapter. Next, here we'll discuss, basically we'll discuss the first exercise total, the basic concept. Basic concept means we discussed in vector algebra also. Direction cosines and direction ratios. Direction cosines and direction ratios. Total first exercise. Next, the three-dimensional topic in three-dimensional geometry will discuss about the two concept, that is line in a space. Line in a space and plane in a space. Plane equation and line equation in space. Two exercises. Second exercise total line will discuss. Third exercise will discuss about the plane. First exercise direction cosines and direction ratios. Already we discussed in vector algebra chapter also. So now we'll continue that. Again we'll discuss some basics of direction cosines and direction ratios. First of all, you have to draw the diagram. Diagram in a space. Extend this line and this line also. This line. This one naming as this line naming as a x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Y-axis, z-axis. And this one is R is in O. R is in O. If you extend this line, this is a line L. This is called a line L, directed line. There is the direction, so arrow scissor, so it is called a directed line. It will extend two sides infinitely. It will extend two sides infinitely. You can extend these two lines. Arrow scissor line, it will extend infinitely many. So now, the angle makes this line L makes the angle with x-axis is alpha. X-axis is alpha. Line with y-axis is beta. Line with z-axis is gamma. Gamma. Then the direction cosines and the distance. This distance is x. This distance is y and another distance is small z, will denote it with a small z. Now, the cosine value of these angles, the cosine value of that angle means, cosine means cos. So, cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Cos gamma. We'll denote this one as a L, M, N. Therefore, L, M, N are called direction cosines. Shortcutly, we will write as a DCs. Direction cosines. Next, L, M, N are called direction cosines. And the number which proportional to direction cosines are called direction ratios. Direction ratios, DRs. Direction cosines means the cos value of a directed line, the angle is nothing but here the angle makes the directed line with x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. The cos values is called a direction cosines. The number which proportional to direction cosines are called direction ratios. Next, let A comma B comma C are direction ratios and L comma M comma N are direction cosines. Then L equal to formula scissor plus or minus A by square root of A square plus B square plus C square. M equal to plus or minus B by square root of A square plus B square plus C square. N equal to plus or minus C by square root of A square plus B square plus C square. If you know the direction ratios, direction cosines, we can find easily. Next, the relation between direction cosines is L square plus M square plus N square equal to 1. The relation between direction cosines is L square plus M square plus N square equal to 1. The direction cosines of line joining of 2 points P of x1 comma y1 comma z1 q of x2 comma y2 comma z2 is or direction cosines are 2 points is there, direction cosines we have to find. That value should be equal to x2 minus x1 by pq, y2 minus y1 by pq, z2 minus z1 by pq, where pq is the distance formula, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. PQ, distance formula. If you know the 2 points, we can find the direction ratios. And direction ratios now. This is the direction cosines. Direction ratios are simple x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Z2 minus Z1 are called the direction ratios. If you know the 2 points, we can find the direction ratios and direction cosines. These are the basic concept for the exercise, first exercise 11.1. Total will use these formulas only, direction cosines and direction ratios. So pause the video to note it down. Now exercise 11.1. Example problems is there, we'll discuss in middle of the exercise. First problem, if a line makes angles 90 degrees, 130 degrees, 45 degrees with the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively, find its DCs, direction cosines we have to find. Solution, let alpha equal to 90 degrees, angles I am taking, beta equal to 135 degrees, gamma equal to 45 degrees. So now direction cosines, therefore direction cosines L equal to cos alpha, that is cos 90 degrees. Cos 90 degrees is 0. M equal to cos beta, cos 135 degrees. So 135 direct value we don't know. So that's why cos of 90 plus 45 we can write. cos 90 plus theta, cos 90 plus theta, second quadrant cos is negative, 90 is there, cos will become sin 45 degrees, that is minus 1 by root 2. Next step, n equal to cos gamma, that is cos 45 degrees equal to 1 by root 2. Therefore, direction cosines are 0, minus 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. So these are the direction cosines. If you know the angles with x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, direct formulas is there. L equal to cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. That are called the direction cosines. Example, one problem I displayed there. Their angles is 90, 60 and 30. Here 90, 135, 45 is there. There 90, 60, 30 is there. So you can take as a homework that problem. Pause the video to note it down. Problem number 2. Find the direction cosines of a line which makes a equal angles with the coordinate axis. Here they didn't mention the angles. Direct they are giving the angle should be equal. The angle should be equal. Find the direction cosines is asking. So that purpose, solution, let L equal to cos alpha. We know the formulas, this one. Beta equal to cos alpha only. Gamma equal to cos, LMN. LMN. Cos alpha. Why? Because the three angles, direction cosines, angles is equal. Equal angles. Alpha equal to beta equal to gamma. By given that one. So cos alpha. Here I am writing here alpha equal to beta equal to gamma given. So all places beta place also I am writing as a alpha. We know that the relation between direction cosines, relation between direction cosines is L square plus n square equal to 1. So substitute here cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma equal to 1. So now here what is the m value? Cos alpha. Here also cos alpha. That is the general values. Cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. In place of beta gamma we can write alpha. So 3 cos square alpha equal to 1. Cos square alpha equal to 1 by 3. Cos alpha equal to plus or minus square root of 1 by 3. Cos alpha equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3. Therefore, L comma M comma N direction cosines L comma M comma N equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3 comma plus or minus 1 by root 3 comma plus or minus 1 by root 3. These are the direction cosines of a line which makes the equal angles with coordinate axis. Coordinate axis means x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So this is a way of finding the direction cosines. Next problem number 3. If a line has a direction ratios, they are giving here direction ratios, you have to find the direction cosines. So first of all we'll take as a direction ratios, let A equal to minus 18, B equal to 12, C equal to minus 4. We already in introduction also we discussed it. A, B, C are direction cosines, L, M, N are direction cosines. These are the direction ratios. So now therefore L equal to direction cosines, L equal to A by square root of A square plus B square plus C square, M equal to B by plus or minus plus or minus square root of a square plus b square plus c square, n equal to plus or minus c by square root of a square plus b square plus c square. So these are the direction cosines of a line if you know the direction ratios. So first of all, you have to find here a square plus b square plus c square, square root of a square plus b square plus c square, that is square root of minus 18 square plus 12 square plus minus 4 square. Minus 4 square. So how much you'll get here? 18 square plus 12 square plus 16. Total it will become 484. 484. If you simplify, the result value is square root of 484. Square root of 484 is nothing but 22. 22. Therefore, L equal to plus or minus 18 by 22. M equal to plus or minus 12 by 22. N equal to plus or minus 4 by 22. If you make the cancellation, 2 9s are 2 11s are 2 6s are 2 11s are 2 2s are 2 11s are 2 11s are. Therefore, direction cosines, what we can write? Direction cosines is equal to minus 9 by 11, 6 by 11, minus 2 by 11. Minus 2 by 11. You can write here plus or minus, no problem. This value should be direction cosines is equal to, if you know the direction ratios, direction cosines formula. Direction cosines formula, this one. So we can write here plus or minus also. Now one more example, problem number 2. Example problem number 2. I displayed there direction ratios 2 minus 1 minus 2. What is the direction cosines? What is the direction cosines they are asking? So we can write direct also here. No need to write plus or minus. No need to write the plus or minus always. So we can conclude this one, that example problem number 2 take as a homework. Pause the video to note it down. Now example number 3. Example number 3. Find the direction cosines of a line passing through 2 points. First of all, let points P of minus 2 comma 4 comma minus 5 and Q of 1 comma 2 comma 3. Given points taking as a P and Q. We know that the direction cosines, DCs is nothing but direction cosines of line joining of 2 points P of x1 comma y1 comma z1, Q of x2 comma y2 comma z2 are x2 minus x1 by PQ, y2 minus y1 by PQ, z2 minus z1 by PQ. This is a formula of direction cosines. So now first of all PQ we have to find. PQ is nothing but here the distance. The distance formula PQ square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So now what are the points here? x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. So now substitute here square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square Z2 minus Z1 whole square. Z2 minus Z1 whole square. So if you simplify this value, 3 square is 9, 2 square minus 2 square is 4, plus 8 square is 64. 68 total, you will get the 71, square root of 77. Therefore, direction cosines x2 minus x1, 1 minus of minus 2 by square root of 77 comma 2 minus 4 by root 77. Next one, 3 minus of minus 5 by root 77. So now we can conclude this one as a 3 by root 77 minus 2 by root 77, 8 by root 77, 8 by root 77. These are the required direction cosines. If you know the 2 points, direction cosine formula and distance formula, substitute in that one, you will get the direction cosines. So next, example 4, find the direction cosines of x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So here direct they are giving, directed line is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So separate, first I will find here. First of all x-axis. X-axis makes angles with x-axis 0 degrees, y-axis 90 degrees, z-axis 90 degrees. That is nothing but here alpha, beta and gamma. Therefore, direction cosines of x-axis are cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Cos 0 degrees, cos 90 degrees, cos 90 degrees, cos 90 degrees. Cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0, t is 0. X-axis direction cosines are 1, 0, 0. This is important for 1 mark question. They'll ask, write down the direction cosines of x-axis. No need to write this total, just 1, 0, 0 is the direction cosines of x-axis. Similarly, y-axis means what you'll get? X-axis angle is 90 degrees, y-axis to y-axis is 0, here 90 degrees. So that time x-axis direction cosine 0, 1, 0 you'll get. Z-axis direction cosine 0, 0, 1. If 1 mark question asking, direct you can write proof means this one. Example, you take this one as a z-axis. Z-axis, x-axis is 90 degrees. Z-axis, y-axis is 90 degrees. Z-axis angle is 0 degrees. So 0, 0, 1 you will get. So this is the way of finding the direction cosines of angles. X-axis 1, 0, 0, y-axis 0, 1, 0, z-axis 0, 0, 1. So pause the video to note it down. Now, exercise problem number 4. Show that the points are collinear. Show that the 3 points are collinear. Collinear concept we discussed in vector algebra also, but here different way. By using the direction cosines and direction ratios, you have to show that 3 points are collinear. First of all, solution. Let A of 2, 3, 4 be of minus 1 comma minus 2 comma 1, C of 5 comma 8 comma 7. So you have to take the points as a B, C. You have to find the direction ratios. Therefore, the direction ratios here you observe direction ratios of AB. or formula. If you know the 2 points, the direction ratios formula x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So take this one as a x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. Substitute here minus 1 minus 2 comma minus 2 minus 3 comma 1 minus 4. So how much you'll get here? Minus 3 comma minus 5 comma minus 3. These are the direction ratios of AB. Similarly, direction ratios of BC. Direction ratios of BC are same formula x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. This one take now as a x1 y1 z1, x2 y2, z2. So now substitute here x2 minus x1, 5 minus of minus 1, y2 minus y1, 8 minus of minus 2, z2 minus z1, 7 minus 1, 6, 10, 6. Now you observe direction ratios of AB, direction ratios of BC are proportional. If you take minus 3 common from total, are proportional. Otherwise you can take this one as a. Therefore minus 3 by minus 6 and minus 5 by 10 minus 3 by 6 equal to. So how much you get? 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Therefore the direction ratios of AB and BC are proportional. Direction ratios proportional means the lines should be parallel, but AB and BC having common point. AB and BC having common point. This is AB and BC. Common point is there and parallel. That means the line should be collinear. The 3 points should be collinear. Therefore, the given points collinear. The given points are collinear. Given points, 3 points collinear means direction ratios should be proportional. The direction ratios of AB, direction ratios of BC proportional. That means AB is parallel to BC, but B is a common point for both, so it should be a one single line. So ABC in same line, so that's why that points are collinear. Collinear means the 3 points lies in a same line. So next one more example, problem number 5. 3 points they given, I displayed there, 3 points they given, so that the 3 points are collinear. That example 5 take as a homework, pause the video to note it down. Now problem number 5 in exercise, and this is the last problem of this exercise. So now you see here, find the direction cosines. You have to find the DCs of the sides of triangle. Triangle sides of the triangle sides, each and every side you have to find the direction cosines, and the vertices are 3 vertices of the triangle they given. So first of all take vertices as a, let vertices of triangle are A 3 comma 5 comma minus 4, B minus 1 comma 1 comma 2, C minus 5 comma minus 5 comma minus 2. So now triangle I'll draw here, A, B, C. you have to find the AB direction cosines, BC direction cosine, AC or CA direction cosines. For that purpose, first I'll take the AB side, only one side. The direction cosines of AB are, here A point I am writing 3, 5, minus 4, B point is minus 1, 1, 2, are x2 minus x1 by AB. Actually PQ will write here, AB is there, AB we have to write. Y2 minus Y1 by AB. Z2 minus Z1 by AB. Here x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. AB equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So this is a distance formula, AB distance formula. Substitute here square root of x2 minus x1 whole square minus 1 minus 3 whole square plus 1 minus 5 whole square plus 2 minus of minus 4 whole square. If you simplify this one, minus 1 minus 3 minus 4 square is 16 plus minus 4 square is 16 plus here how much will get this one? 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 square is 36. 6 square is 36. Total it will become 68. Root 68. Next 68. How much we can write 68? 17 for the 68. That is 2 root 17. 2 root 17 is the AB value. Now direction cosines, therefore direction cosines of AB are x2 minus x1, this value just minus 1 minus 3 by 2 root 17. Next 1 minus 5 by 2 root 17. 2 minus of minus 4 by 2 root 17, that equal to minus 4 by 2 root 17 minus 4 by 2 root 17, 6 by 2 root 17. Now 2 1s are 2 2s are 2 1s are 2 2s are 2 1s are 2 3s are minus 2 by square root of 17 minus 2 by square root of 17, 3 by square root of 17. So these are the direction cosines of AB. Similarly, you have to find here direction cosines of BC, direction cosines of CA. Direction cosines of BC, direction cosines of CA. What is the formula? x2 minus x1 by BC, y2 minus y1 by BC, z2 minus z1 by BC. BC is the distance formula. Same formula, substitute, and these two take as a homework. Pause the video to note it down. This exercise completed by this problem.